Good evening to you all. Today is our day 3 of this 3-month data analytics bootcamp 4.0. Like I said, this bootcamp will last for about 3 months, and today is our day 3. So, like always, we start by showing our outlines. That is what we are to cover for the day. So, we'll have a recap on what we did on day 2. And then today we are going to discuss about cell formatting, and we'll talk about serial number, how to insert and delete rows and columns. And we'll also talk about text wrapping, merge and center, question and answer. Then we conclude and then we call it a day. Okay. Okay. So, yesterday, if you can recall, we have an introduction to Microsoft Excel where we look at the interface of it. We talk about the worksheet, rows, columns, and also we talk about how to put the table border, and the rest of the things that we learned yesterday, including cursor in Microsoft Excel. So today, we are going to talk about what I have mentioned as our outlines. These are the outlines that we are going to cover. So I'm going to hover over my Excel file. Then we can continue there. So let's have a practical session of these outlines. Okay, so here it is. I'm sorry, I'm sharing my screen back again. Okay, I believe you can all see my screen now. So if you can recall, yesterday this is where we stopped, but I asked you to go and fill this table that we created yesterday with ID number, product name, state, gender, salary, bonus, and total. So I asked you to fill the form the table by yourself. Just use any data. Your ID, it doesn't need to look like mine. Put anything you want, put any product name you want, put any state, any gender, any salary, and anything. We just need to practice with the data together. So that's what I asked you to do yesterday. Okay. So yeah, we just need the data here. But first thing that we are going to look at is we are going to talk about cell formatting today. That's what we are going to talk about. So when we say cell formatting, it has to do with the data type of anything within the cell. What is the type that you want it to be? In some of the programming languages, if I'm so okay, like I was saying, I'm sorry, it's my network again. Like I was saying, in some of the programming languages, you hear about data types, and there are a lot of data types there. The string, the integer, the boolean, the date, and the rest of timestamp and the rest. So you see, the float, all these are the different data types that you might maybe hear there. So here in Microsoft Excel, we change that data type using a cell formatting. So we need to tell the cell, this is the type of data that we want to store in you. But let me say this, by default, this data type by default, Excel is recognizing the number. Excel is recognizing that is integer, that is quantitative, and also Excel is recognizing a text data. Excel also recognizing a date. So even if once you put a date format in Excel without telling the Excel, okay, I want it to be a date, Excel will automatically turn it to date. For example, let me just come to this cell total. If I put, for example, if I put 3, 3, 20, or let me just say 3, 3, 1999. It will automatically take March because it starts with the month, then followed by the name. When you press enter, Excel will automatically turn this into date because I didn't ask Excel is a date, but Excel will say definitely the way I put it is date automatically. So there, this is what Excel will do for you. But today we are going to learn how to format the cell by yourself so that any data that you put or you saw or it's maybe given to you, you need to learn how to format that data to use the data the way it's supposed to be. You know, we have numeric data and we have numerical data. Some data looks like numbers, but they are not numbers in reality. Like this ID that you see, this ID, some of you will think that maybe it's a number. ID, like I used to tell people, ID number, BVN number, account number, and what? All these phone numbers, all these are not numeric values. They are numerical values and they are qualitative data, not quantitative data. But they used to confuse people. People would think that they are numeric values. They are not. So if you did not specify that to Excel, you didn't tell Excel that, okay, look, this I want it to be a text, not a number. Excel will recognize it as a what? Excel will definitely take it as a number. And for example, here, this is a the difference between currency also and just a mere number. So we need to specify maybe this is a currency and it's not this. This is a text. We want this to be this and the rest. So this is what it is in Excel. So that's what we are going to do based on this. So as it is uh, this number that I just created before it was a number. Let me remove this. This is how number looks like it automatically. It was a number by general. That's what it is in general. I'm the one that just take it back to text. So if, for example, it's just something like this for you and you want to convert the data type. So you just come here under here, then you scroll down, you see a text. So when you turn it to text, then it will what? It is going to go back to the left hand side and remain text the way it is. And let me say this. This is the reason why when you are writing account numbers in Excel, if you put 000, maybe 999 like this 000 will not go anywhere. Why? Because you format the cells to be a text, to contain a text, not numeric values. By default, there is no way numeric value begins with zero. No way. No way. Because yeah, definitely there are billions of zero before one. We already know that. There are billions of zero before one. But we always start with number. It has to be 1, 2, 3 to 9. It has to be something. So this shows you that all these numbers that start with 0, 1, 2, 3 or 0, 5, 5 or 0, 2, they are not numerics, but they looks like numerics. That's why they are numericals. So now it means that anytime you're going to write any number that is not a numeric in value, but it looks like number, for example, four numbers, then you need to highlight the entire cell. For example, let me say I want to insert new column here to put a phone number. Let me say this. So let me say phone number. And now if I put 07066309565, it will get rid of what the first zero, because Excel automatically convert this 070 that I just put here. Excel converted it to what? To number. And it's not a number, but to Excel is a number. This is not a number, it's our phone number. So in order for you to tell Excel that, okay, I'm going to write a phone number under this column, Excel, please don't convert it to number. Leave it as text. I want it to be a phone number, not a number. So what do you need to do? I'm going to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this. I'm sorry, I'm accepting other people. I'm admitting them. Okay. So you need to highlight the entire cells, highlight them all, come here under this, then you select text. So it means anything that I'm going to write under this number is going to be a text. So if I come here and say 07066309565 and press enter, that's zero. That first zero will not go anywhere. It will stick there and it will remain there. So that's it. This is one thing that you need to know in order for you to learn how to convert that. And if it is a number, and if it is not a number, for example, it is a numerical data type, that one you don't need to even waste your time to convert it, because by default, Excel will recognize it as a value and will take it there and continue your work. So you don't need to do that. And for the text also, you don't need to format that. I just show you this issue of this numeric. Okay, so like I was saying, issue of cell formatting. So if what you have in the cell is a currency, please, I'll show you how to do that. Just highlight whatever it is. Then you go there where you put a text, so you can select any, you can select the currency. So now if you select currency, automatically it will be a dollar sign, as you can see here. But for you to change it to Naira sign, you need to click this again as you highlighted whatever is inside the cell. Then go to more number formats, as you can see. So when you click there under currency, just click on symbol and you scroll down. So when you scroll down, you're going to see the Naira sign. So you see they even segregate the Naira sign into Ido, Plani, Hausa. I don't even know why they did that. They thought we are using the same currency, so you can select anyone that you want. So when you select it, you can remove the decimal places if you want, or you can leave it. But currency, we used to remove that. So just remove it and click OK. So whatever is there is going to have the what? It's going to take the Naira sign on it. And again, if what you have is the column is date, please ensure you read the header. If it is a date, sometimes date format comes like this. You see it like a number. If it is a date, just highlight everything, go to this and change it to short date or long date. We have different types of date. We have long date, we have short date, and the rest. So that's what we have. So for the long date is will give you the name of the date. For example, now let me click on this and turn it to long date. So let me increase it. You see, this is long date. The name of the date, that is Tuesday, September 202174. It automatically converts these numbers into date. So that's what Excel did whenever you change the format or you convert the numbers into date. So this particular number is converted to 2174. So you should take note on that. So sometimes date can come in this format, or if we select short date, this is how short date will look like. 9, that is, I told you month first, followed by the date, then followed by what? The year. So 9, 20, 21, 24. So you need to learn how to convert that based on the name of the header. So whatever is there, you convert it to uh, the data type that you want to use. So another thing that I will talk about is this percentage. Of course, we have a percentage class where we'll discuss about percentage. So I'll show you when to convert whatever is inside the cell into percentage. But as it is now, if I come here and I click on percentage, whatever is there is going to be multiplied by 100 with percentage sign. So now if I click on percentage, it will multiply whatever is there times 100, like that. And that's how percentage works. So you see it automatically convert whatever is there to 100. So now if I click here and turn it to number, it comes back to number the way it is. Then I will remove the decimal places here. You remove them from here, or you increase them from here. So there will be a time where you need what is inside the cell to be in with decimal places, and or you don't need it to be in decimal places. Sometimes you round it up, sometimes you don't need to do that. You allow it with the decimal place, because sometimes the decimal places is what will tint the maybe the values and the rest. So this is it. Let me bring it back to left and it's back here. This one also, maybe I can remove it, or let me just remove the cell, or let me leave it like that. So that's for the cell formatting. Please practice this as you are practicing it. You'll learn more about it. And this is what we are going to discuss. Some of you will ask me about the accounting, about the fractions, scientific, and the rest. There are things that are not relevant to what we are going to learn, so we are not going to discuss about that. Maybe one you use them, but I never used some of all these, the fractions, scientific, and this accounting and the rest. I didn't use that. But this is what I just show you. But by default, like I said, everything is general. So for general is Excel on its own. Convert the data types for you. So irrespective of whatever you put, Excel will just go ahead and convert it for you. So the next thing we're going to talk about before we talk about serial number, I think we need to talk about how to insert and delete rows or column. I already showed you yesterday how to select a row and column. So it's just to show you how to insert or delete row and column. Let's look at how to insert a column and row. For the column, whenever you select the entire column, take note, columns, new columns are inserted from the left-hand side. New rows are inserted from the top rows, that is from the top. That's how new rows are inserted. So new rows are inserted from the top, while new columns are inserted from the right hand side. I just said this to you so that when I select this column B and I right click and click on insert, it will automatically put a new column for us in between A and C. Then we have new column here. If I right click on it to delete it, then I'll click on delete. I deleted it. Like I said, you can select two or more columns to delete, or you can select two or more columns to insert. If I select column B, column C, column D, column E. How many columns? 4. And I right click and I click on insert. I'm going to have 4 new columns from the left hand side. Let me click on it. You see, I have 4 new columns, exact columns from the left hand side. One thing about these columns that I inserted, they are going to take the same format that those 4 columns that I selected has. So if all of them are date, these new columns also will take date, the date format in them. So if I want to delete them, I'll right click on them and click on delete. Then I deleted the new inserted columns. And for the row, you need to select the row. I told you row are inserted from the what? From the top. So if I right click on it and click on insert, I'm going to have a what? I'm going to have a new a row at the top of it. If I want to insert a row in between this, I'll right click here, click it, is going to have a row in between this and this. If I want to delete it, right click, delete it, go to it. I show you how the cursor will turn into, right click on it and delete it. If I want to insert 2 or more rows together, I will highlight them like this. Maybe I selected how many of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I highlighted 7. If I right click and click on insert, it's going to add new 7 rows above for us. So this is how you insert and this is how you delete rows. This. So now we are going to insert a learn how to insert a serial number. I'm going to have serial number column from the beginning. So I'm going to see SN. So I'm going to insert a serial number now. So one thing I'm going to do is to highlight all this and put border for this new one. And I will change this to Times New Roman like this so that everything will take the same format with what we have here. Then I will bold this. So to put serial number, first of all, just write 1. I'll show you 2 ways, even though there are many ways to do that. Just put 1. When you put 1, press enter and go back to the 1. I show you how to drag, if you can recall, in our video yesterday. So when your cursor turn into this, that means you are going to drag. Just hold your left click and drag it up till down. Whenever you drag in Excel like this and release the left click, you are going to have something like this. You see this, just click on it and select fill series. Then automatically you are going to have your numbers 1 in serial format. So I can put it at the middle and it's going to look like this. So this is the first way to insert a serial number. So let me delete this and show you the second way. The second way is just put one and just put two. That is one and two. So now you're not going to drag the like that just to drag. No, first of all, you need to select one and two first. When you select the one and two first, the second thing you are going to do is to come and drag from the edge of the two. Just come at the bottom edge of two, hold it and drag it till the end. You release it, it's going to create the serial number. Like I said, if you have more than many rows, even if it is 10,000, 1,000, 5,000 of rows, please hold it till the end and do it like that. Please practice, practice, and practice. But let me show you one thing in that. Please, if you want to highlight this and you already create your table, just highlight the two. When you highlight them, come to this edge and double click. When you double click, automatically it will go across the table and insert the serial numbers for you. So this is how to create that serial number. Another thing we are going to discuss about tonight is text wrapping. So text wrapping, how to wrap a text in Microsoft Excel. For example, now let me do this. Let me do this. You see, this product name, where is the remaining of the name? Where is the remaining? Okay, let me do it like this. Where is the remaining? You see, it's not here, it's here, is this. Where is the remaining? That means whenever you need a text wrapping is the text that you have in a cell overlapped to the next cell. So your cell didn't contain the cell together for people to view it. So you need to wrap the text within your cell. You don't want it to overlap into any neighboring cells. You don't want it to overlap. So you want it to be contained. Whatever it is, the text you want it to be contained within the cell. That's what brings you to that text wrapping. So if I come here, you see you will have the wrap text here. Some of the Excel version, I know they will write wrap text on top of it. You will see it something A, B, C like this. Just click on it and you're going to have something like this. You're not going to see it now because it overlapped to the next row. You cannot see that name. But if I come here and increase the height of the row, you see we have something like this product name. So that means if a text that you have, maybe the allocated space you gave to the text is not, it cannot contain the text. So you need to wrap the text within the cell so that everything will be contained within the size of the cell. So that's what this wrap text is all about. So please learn how to do that wrap text to help you a lot. The next thing we are going to talk about, which is the last thing we will learn today, is merge and center. We're going to talk about merge and center. So for the merge and center is a way of merging two or more cells together. Two or more cells together. But let me tell you this. When you wrap two or more cells together, maybe I wrap C1 with D1 with E1 with F1, I merge them together. These cells that I merge four cells together, they are going to take the designation of the first cell that I selected. That's how it works. So let me show you this, for example. Let me create new cell on top. Maybe I want to call this maybe data analytics bootcamp 0.0 sample file. Maybe this is what I want to, how I want to call this entire table like this. So I want to merge this table from this. You see, I want to merge it up till I. So I highlighted it. I highlight A1, B1, C1 up till I1 like this. Then you come here, you will see merge and center here. This is the sign of it. Just click on it. Now I merge this cell as a center, but the name of the cell, even though I merge how many columns, more than 7 columns or 5 columns or 8. So all these columns that I merge together will take the name of A1 because I begin from what? From E1. So now I can bold it, I can increase it, I can do whatever I want with this. So please understand this match and center. And you can apply this match and center across anywhere. I can match this and this. If there is a text in the next cell that you want to match, it will ask you, it will caution you that, okay, you are about to override something. You need to press OK to override it. Let me merge it here. For example, I will just do this. Then I'll click on merge and center and I'll click OK. Then it will merge this product into what? Into one. So now we have maybe product 2A. I can say product 2A, maybe I'll have product 2B. So maybe like this. But the header, that is the father of these two that I have here, is product 2. So we have 2A and 2B. So maybe if I have 2C, so I have to match this again with this one, then I have product 2C here like that. So that's how it works for you to do that. Okay, so this is it, and this is what we are going to learn today. And please, I urge you to practice all this. Please practice all this together with what we have learned yesterday. Practice this. You're going to be given a very big data, a very huge data, which minimum of 50,000 rows of the data. So it's going to be a very big work you're going to do when you are to start your week one assignment. So your week one assignment is very huge, and I know if you did not practice all this that I'm teaching you, a lot of you will miss the steps and a lot of you will lose interest in even learning this data analytics. So please have it at the back of your mind. The data you're going to have will have more than about 80 something rules of data, and you're going to analyze the data. You're going to work with the data. You're going to do a lot with the data. So please try as much as you can to learn this, please. Another thing that I'm going to tell you is, you see all this that we are doing right from yesterday, we are taking things step by step. Whenever a data is given to you, think of how I started teaching you this. Think of how I started teaching you this. Format your table, insert your borders, format everything, the font size, the font style, and everything, followed by cell formatting. Format whatever is inside the cell. Make sure everything is perfect before you start anything. That's how it works. Match and center whatever you need to match. Don't match and center before you finish the formatting of the data. Finish the formatting, finish everything, then you come and start matching and center this, match this, center this, create your serial number, and do everything. That's how it works, and that's how you're supposed to do that. Okay. So this is it. And if you have questions, please go ahead. Ask your question based on what we have discussed. Ask your question. If you don't have any question, I think we'll call it a day and we meet tomorrow. Go ahead and ask your question, please. Please go ahead if you have question and ask your question, please. Yeah, I already said that and I show you how to do that. I didn't get this question. Someone is saying, can someone match and center in column also? Okay, you're asking in rows, not in columns, in rows. Because what we did is in columns, in rows also. Yes, you can match and center in rows also. You can do that. Not only in columns. What we did, the example we did is in columns. So you can do it in rows also. You can merge row 1 and row 2 and merge and center the. So you can do that, yes. Someone was asking, can we insert more than 2 columns at the same? I show you how to even insert more than 8 columns at the same time. You can insert more than 7 rows at the same time, and you can also delete them together. So it's something you can do also, yes. Okay. So I think there is no any question. So in the absence of that, I think this is where we are going to call it a day. And I wish you all the best. So see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful dream. Bye bye.